So I'm listening to something. I'm going to redo the video. Arabic, the Muslim culture. Um, don't get me wrong. I like Arabic and Muslim women, right? But the way that they do things, uh, such as promoting incest, such as promoting marrying cousins and having sexual relations with family members, I don't condone it. And you might say, well, you shouldn't be talking about certain religions. We don't really get into that. Actually, we have to get into that. We have to talk about that. A lot of things are happening in the world today, and things are changing. These moon cycles are really like revealing everything that's hidden in the dark, and it's making us really look at ourselves and really take accountability for our actions and how we live our life. You see, a lot of us, we live our life based on how our family was raised. Okay, so you were child molested you were molested at a young age. Then you were raped at when you were older. What does that does to you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually? That disconnects you, and every time it happens, you lose a piece of yourself, right? So now you're accustomed. So when this individual told me that I trust this person with my clothes off, what they're actually saying, they are so traumatized that, you know, they have convinced their brain that they trust this person because this person has violated them coupled so many times that psychologically that's what they used to. Okay, that's how far gone they are. So, and then the fact that the family condones that they don't care, that tells me that the mother probably went through something similar like this when she was a child. So we're dealing with childhood, family traumas, bonds, relations, incest, relations, and generational curses. And which the family are not taking responsibility. They don't care enough. So that tells me that the mother doesn't love her daughter enough to say, you know what? Because I went through this, I don't want my children to go through this. You see, you gotta come to a point where you gotta go beyond religion. I'm just gonna be flat out. Religion will never get you to heaven. I don't care what you say. You will never get to heaven by being religious, because look at how many people were religious and they killed millions of people. Christianity, people went to war, and millions died based on the preachings of God, right? They sin and then they go back to the same shit. They pray on a Sunday, sin on a Monday, and then come back on a Tuesday and ask for fucking forgiveness on a Wednesday and go back do the same shit on a Thursday. No, you cannot make it to heaven by thinking like this. So I'm gonna say this: when it comes to these cultures, I read something a little bit. It said Muhammad um, slept with his father's aunt, and it was basically saying Muhammad did it, so it's okay. Wait, so basically, it's what we're teaching. The teachings was to be a follower. Oh, he did it, so we can do it. Seriously? So we are teaching a group of people, a nation, a culture, that it's okay to have sex with your aunt. It's okay to have sex with your cousin. Oh my God, man, damn girl, damn cuz, you look mighty fine. I'm gonna blow your back out tonight. Um, what do you think about that? And there's nothing you can do because that's a part of our culture, running with a bunch of vultures, right? There's nothing you can do about. Oh, hey, auntie, you look like a snack. Tonight you're gonna have a piece of my tootsie roll. Yeah, There's nothing you can do about that. And guess what? I'm going to marry you. What kind of shit is that? That's fucking disgusting. And then we wonder why the children end up have mental disorders. You wonder why you have generational curses. You wonder why I've seen a lot of these women in these cultures are very angry. They're oppressed. You wonder why these people are always fighting each other across the seas, right? You wonder why people are calling these people terrorists because, and they're doing crazy shit because they never look at the fundamental issues. They never really solve their problems. You can't have sex with your family members or cousins and expect you're not going to end up having mentally retarded kids. You take a high risk because you're tainting your bloodline. Your bloodline is becoming corrupt. So you have to re-look at things. Just because old generations did certain things, that don't mean you have to live that same way as your mother or your father or your sister or your uncle. You have to break the generational curse. You have to be the one that says, you know what? I gotta be the change in this family. I gotta be the one to change the direction of where my family lineage or bloodline is heading. I have to be that change, that game changer, that time stopper, because really change comes from within me. I'm not telling people to quit their religion. I'm just telling them to really look at their religion and say, wait a minute, wasn't religion supposed to bring people together? And if it's doing the opposite, then you have to reconsider what you're following. You have to reconsider what you're praying or giving your energy or saluting to. Listen, if your family really loves you, if your mother or father really loves you like they say they do, right? Why didn't they give you the most important values, the most important things in life, which is love, wisdom, and honesty? Why did they focus on all the wrong things? I'm just being honest. I'm just saying, your family, your mother, your father, they were supposed to, and I'm speaking in general, they were supposed to teach you about love. They were supposed to teach you about trust. They were supposed to teach you about honesty. They were supposed to teach you about integrity. They were supposed to teach you about values. These are the fundamental building blocks of life. And you can't go through life without these things. You have a mother and you talk about like mom, like if you're single or not, why are you so single? Or mother, did you go through child molestation? Did you go through rape? Why do you think I need to go through this? You need to have these conversations with your family members, because how are you supposed to heal? And if they're not mature enough or intellectually have the space to be that, you have to go find someone else. You have to know that your family ain't going to be the one to heal you because they're not in that space. They haven't solved their problems. They got demons inside that they don't want to face. So then you got to take yourself from that environment. You see, you can't keep yourself in a toxic environment and expect you're going to fucking heal. You got to remove yourself from that environment. And sometimes that means leaving your home, leaving your family, leaving what's in the past, leaving everything you know to build something new. You can't pour something, you can't learn something new if your cup is full. You gotta pour out the garbage first so the new can come in. The old must go so the new can come in. The new, ready and improved version 3.0 you can heal and give to someone else. You can't give if your cup is full or if your cup is empty, right? You can't give without clearing out the toxic negativity, environment, thoughts, people, places, and things. It's just not gonna happen. You gotta do the fucking work. And a lot of these people don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the healing. They don't want to hear the fucking truth. And that is the thing that's gonna set them free. And they're refusing to do the necessary changes to improve, to get a better life, to heal themselves, to ascend.